Hello everyone, this video will cover Module 1. So each week I record a video that just goes over the module. I just kind of talk about what to expect for the assignments, some tips on completing the assignments. Often students will have questions as they're going through the information, and I will end up answering those questions in the video. So make sure that you are watching these each week. You're going to be a lot more successful in the class if you're watching these videos, so I can give you that overview that you might need at the beginning. So just if you've never taken an Allen class before, this is the home page. When you log in, my contact information is here. I have my cell phone here for texting. I won't answer if you call me, but if you text me, I will probably answer pretty quickly. And same thing with email. That's kind of my preferred method of communication. I have been teaching at Allen and full-time. I teach at Allen. I've been teaching here for about 14 years, so it's been a while. And I used to work at the Burlingame campus, but now I'm remote. So that's one of the reasons why texting is a good way to get a hold of me. And that because I'm just, sitting here in my office, my home office, all day answering stuff. So just kind of keep that in mind. And announcements I post pretty regularly, usually about 2 per week. And then over here on the side, so once you have kind of gotten in here, the first thing I want you to do is click on Simple Syllabus. So the Simple Syllabus is a new tool that we're using. It's embedded in Canvas, and it's just going to go through the syllabus. And at the bottom, you have a spot where you can acknowledge that you've read it. And I can see, if I can see the students who have acknowledged, I can also see how much of the syllabus you've read. So make sure that you're going all the way to the bottom. My information's here again. The textbook information is here. Learning outcomes are here as well. Course description. This class is standard across the state of Kansas for all colleges that teach Comp 2. These are the same outcomes. And so we've got 5 outcomes here that we're going to be working with. So each of the assignments will be tied to an outcome. I've got more information just on instruction methods, what you should expect in the class, how to format assignments, how to submit assignments, making sure that you log in regularly, that you're paying attention to when there are new announcements, that kind of thing. And then evaluation methods, these are what you'll be evaluated on. We have 1,000 points for the semester, so you can kind of keep track of your grades over here on the side. Grading scale, which is standard, and then same thing with the academic honesty policy is standard. We basically have a new policy. It's a lot more developed than it used to be, so you may want to take a look at that. The link is right there. And then late work policy. So the late work policy for this class will be different from your other classes. One thing I want to point out is that you have a week after the due date to submit late work with no penalty, and then after that point the assignment will lock, and you have to email me to get it unlocked, and then you'll automatically get half credit for the assignment. No matter how well you do on it, just half credit. So just kind of keep that in mind, that you do have that 1 week. We have a little bit of wiggle room, but that you need to get assignments. I don't want you 2 weeks behind everyone in class. You will not catch up, and you won't be able to be successful in the class. So a couple of things, making sure that you submit everything correctly, but also that you double check that you've submitted it correctly, because there's not a lot I can do if you say, well, I submitted that, and it's not there. If I don't have anything to grade, then that's still on you. So make sure that you're checking the submissions. If you're going to go anywhere that will inhibit your ability to complete the class, make sure that you email me. The modules will open maybe 2 or 3 days early, but it's not like a whole week early. So keep track of that for yourself. And then more information from the college, and then the calendar at the bottom will give you just information about it lists all the assignments. Once you get to the bottom, you have that acknowledge button, and that's what I want you to click on it then. So once you've gone through the syllabus, you're ready for the modules. You can ignore this vital source. We don't have any vital source textbooks. I don't know why that's there. So then clicking on the modules will get you to the first page of the modules. Getting started is just standard stuff for the college, which you probably have looked at in other classes before. And then I have links to the textbooks here. So we have we have one textbook for the class, and then I have an additional resource for you if you want to use it. So our main textbook is called The New Harbrace Guide, Genres for Composing. And you navigate it here on the side. A lot of the reading assignments, I'll give you page numbers. You can just put the page number in here and it will go to that first page. And then I also have the specific chapters linked in as well. This handbook here is, if you want to use it, you can. It's just more grammar help. And a lot of it is just kind of divided out as like different issues that students might be having. And so you're welcome to use it, but it's an OpenStax resource. So it's just kind of open whenever you want to look at it, you can. But there won't be any readings from it. The next thing that you need to do is go through this academic honesty module. You'll notice that module 1 is locked because the prerequisite is the academic honesty module. So you have to click on each page of the academic honesty module in order for it to unlock module 1. So just kind of keep in mind that I expect you to go through this. I expect you to actually read it, but you do have to at least click on each page. Otherwise that won't open. So where you see this page, you'll keep going through each one, and it just gives you more information about what is considered cheating versus plagiarism, what are some of the consequences. There's a link to our current academic honesty policy, what you might expect, that kind of thing. And then links to like the Writing Center to help you out. There's some scenarios that just give you more information about what might be considered cheating or academic dishonesty, which you may have seen some of these before. By the way, it's the same module shows up in like a Comp 1 class and that kind of thing. So some of this may just be review, in which case just review it, click on each page. More information about Turnitin, which is our plagiarism service, and like what the flag colors mean and that kind of thing. So you can always come back to this if you have questions. And then the last page is our confirmation of understanding. You have to mark this as done, otherwise it will not open the first module for you. So you have to click on each page and then mark it as done. And then when you go back, your module 1 should be open. So the modules will have the assignments in them. The to-do list gives you a list of the assignments as well as point values, and the readings just list the chapters that you want to search for if you have your ebook open. We have some problems with the Cengage books. So this is a Cengage book. If you have questions about it, you can always email me, but some students have been getting an access code thing, and it's you don't have to pay for anything. You should have to set up a Cengage account if you don't have one already, but then you should be able to get into it each time. So the readings will be listed, page numbers, and then kind of sections that you want to be looking at. And then I also have the individual chapters linked in there. And so if you would rather just access the chapter instead of having to go through the whole textbook, that's fine. Makes the module look cluttered, but it is a little bit more helpful. So then you have 3 assignments here. Beginning semester email is just a reflection right now. Where are you at as a writer, as a student? What goals do you have for the class? That kind of thing. So just getting yourself kind of prepared for taking the class. So you'll send me that email. And then introduction discussion board, which is just one of those standard introduce yourself to the class kind of discussion boards. And so you probably have done that, something similar in your other classes. And then the last assignment is to take a quiz over academic honesty, so you can see how important academic honesty is here. Really want to emphasize the importance of doing your own work, making sure that you're not like using AI or something to generate all of your writing. This is a writing class. We spend a lot of time focusing on making sure that you are doing your own work and doing it correctly. So most of the quizzes in this class will be ones that you can just take an unlimited number of times, and you can just pull from a pool. So every time you take it, you might get a few different questions, but you can go through them as many times as you need. If you have any issues, be sure to send me an email. Otherwise, I hope you have a great week.